Okay, let's go straight into the Animate. I'm getting 2 pieces of paper. One has a little squiggle of a beard on. The other is just a straight piece of card, quite sturdy card, and you're going to make an L shape, which is going to go up and down around to move the mouth open and shut. Get yourself a tea towel and poke a hole in the end of that lever with a pen. Then put a split pin through it, and that's going to be our sort of anchor. Where our split pin goes into the page. Just showing you what happens if you do it from the front. If you put the split pin through the front, it does work, but what you find is the bump on the split pin is going to raise your Captain Pugwash model too high, and it's going to be clunky and get a bit stuck and things like that. So it's not ideal to have the pin going through the front, and that's just so I'd explain why. So I'm going to take that back out and put it with the bump at the back, so it's not interrupting or interfering with your Pugwash character. So there we go, we've got the split pin open on the front. I'm just opening the mouth as wide as it'll go and drawing a little outline, and then I'm going to colour that in black because we don't want a white inside of his mouth. We want it to be nice and black. So now you can see the mouth is moving around and going up and down, and we've got that black appearing. Just put the eyes in place. We're going to want them to move from side to side. So what I'm going to do is just put little dots at the top and the bottom of the card. That piece of card is a bit too tall. It's poking out from his hat, so I've cut a bit off the top. So putting dots just where it pokes out from either side of the hat, and we're going to do 2 splits, but we want those splits hidden by the Captain Pugwash, so that's why you did those dots, to find out where they went. Just going to use my Stanley knife to cut those slits, one on either side, and then just poke that bit of paper out, because what you're going to do is you're going to thread those eyes in. It was a bit big, so I trimmed it a bit more. Don't trim it too much though, because you want it relatively snug. Just experiment and you'll work out what's best for you. Thread it in one side and then the other, and that's now giving us a slidable set of eyes that we can move around. You don't want the eyes to go too far to the left or to the right, so we're going to first of all put an extension on our lever. There I've added a bit more card just so it sticks out beyond the page. It's easier to manoeuvre without putting your hand under the whole thing. And then we're going to put some limits on, just little bits of cards to stop our eyes moving too far to the right or too far to the left. So move it as far as you want it to go to one side, and then just put a bit of card to stop it going any further that way. And then I'm just going to think about where I want to glue my Pugwash. Just at the very top is where I'm going to be gluing him, and a tiny bit at the bottom, but you don't want to glue the mechanism in one place, so you do a bit of either side. So he's sitting quite nicely, quite neatly there. His mouth is opening and closing. There's a few little white bits poking out, so I just coloured those in to make it a bit more neat and tidy. As you can see, that mouth is working quite well, but there were just, again, a few little tiny bits of white that were poking out, so just touch that up from the front. So we're now going back to the eyes. We don't want them to move too far to the right or left, so we're going to put a limit. Mine wasn't moving far enough there to one side, so I took a little bit of the card back a bit because it was getting caught on a ridge. As you can see, that it just went white then. We don't want that. So we're going to put another little blocker. It's literally just a strip of card to stop it going that far, making the eyeballs white. Just chopping that extra bit off, which was catching. And so now we've got it stopping on either side. It's going as far as we want it to the right and as far as we want it to the left, and it's not sort of zooming off the page or it's coming out. Now it's going up and down. I don't really want that, so I'm putting another blocker underneath, just another strip of card to stop that Captain Pugwash's eyeballs dropping down. You might want them to drop up and down. Again, have an experiment and you decide what you want it to do. Okay, there you go. He's chatting and his eyes are looking left and right, so we're done. Thanks again for joining me. If you'd like any more videos, please let me know if we haven't covered anything with the animations, and I'll maybe make some more videos. Thanks again. Take care. Happy drawing. And don't forget to like and subscribe and to add your comments in the comments section below, and I'll try my best to get back to any questions that you've got. Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.